Hello, hello, hello. It's the one and only singing, dancing, former DJ, well, now podcaster, well, YouTuber, well, who knows? But Lady Sandy Barker. And I just got back from a long trip. I went all the way to the western part of Kentucky. Yes, sir. I was in West Virginia and Kentucky and Virginia. And I first went to the southwestern part of Virginia, and I stopped and saw my niece. I didn't stay there long. It was not fun. And then I went and got a hotel room, splurged, and got a hotel room. And I slept good that night. And then I left and I went to Pike County, Kentucky to see my sister Vaughn and my niece Yvette and Alex and his children, and I can't remember all their names. Let me see, there's Sean and Derek, and I think Derek plays the guitar and Sean plays the drums. Anyways, Alex has this little baby girl. Can't remember, she's beautiful. Little girl, and so they had a little children's drum set down there. I had a dead drum though. Anyways, I took a couple drum lessons for free. And I said, "Can I get on the drums?" And I got on the drums. And they was clapping, "That ain't bad, Aunt Sandy. That ain't bad, Aunt Sandy." And they was just being nice, to me, this old woman. So then Alex got on, he sounded better than me. And Derek got on, he's better than me. And Sean got on, he's better than me. And then that little 5-year-old girl got on there. Now, she put some drumming in them drums, and I said, "Sweetie, where did you learn that? And what was that?" And she goes, "I didn't learn that. I was just playing what I felt." This is a 5-year-old child saying I played what I felt. I said, "Sweetie, that's music right there, and you just may be the best drummer in the whole wide world if they keep you at it." And so I think the pretty little girl, the oldest one of Alex's little girls, she's in, I think she's doing soccer. Yeah, how about that? Soccer in Kentucky. Ain't that something? Soccer. So that was awesome. I enjoyed that visit. And I finally found out. I've told a story, I don't know how many times, about my bad meatloaf and why I don't make meatloaf. I moved to an apartment in Alexandria, Virginia, years and years ago, and I decided to make some meatloaf. So I got my sister's recipe, green peppers and beef and onions, and if you like it spicy, put a little bit of hot pepper in there. But she don't like it spicy, so it's just onions and beef and green pepper and ketchup on the top. And so I made this old meatloaf, and it looked just like her meatloaf. And I said, "Oh, I can't wait to taste this meatloaf." Well, I tasted it. I thought I was going to vomit my guts out. I said, "This is not good. This is not good." And I looked out the window, and this poor old dog was out there. And he was so hungry, his bones was showing. And I said, "Oh, mercy. Let me give that little dog this leftover meatloaf." So I took it out there to that little dog. He took one little sniff at that and took off a running. I thought somebody shot at it or something. Ran so fast. Well, when I get down to my sister's house, I'm telling them that story. And nobody ever asked me exactly how did you make it before. And I had them laughing at it before, you know. But then she looked at me and said, "Sandy, now that's my recipe. But what did you do to make it taste so bad? It sounded like it was my recipe." And I go, "Well, first I browned the beef." And they just bust out laughing. And they said, "You browned the beef before you put it in the oven and baked the beef?" See why I'm not the cook in the family? No, sir. I can entertain quite often and make you laugh and make you feel good about yourself sometimes and make you feel bad about yourself sometimes. I can do all that, but I cannot cook very well. I do make good mixed pickles. That I do. And I can cook some things good. My spaghetti ain't too awful bad. And I guess if I tried really hard, I could make some good tacos. But I'm going to stay away from the meatloaf. Apparently, you weren't supposed to brown the beef. You're supposed to mix the beef up with some breadcrumbs and stuff like that. Well, see why I don't make meatloaf? Well, anyways, then from there I went on into Western Kentucky and see my sister Grace. I don't know what's going on with her, but I mean, usually when I come in the door, she wants to hug me, and then she tells me, what's the newest song you wrote, and let's sing, have some fun. But as soon as I walked in the door, she goes, "You're not fat." Her ex-husband, who's living in the same house in one end and her in the other end, and I think they probably just love each other and just too stubborn to get together or something. I don't know. Anyways, he goes, "Well, no, I think she looks pretty good myself. I mean, I don't see no fat there." And I just looked dumbfounded. Because most people, "Won't you put some weight on you? Won't you eat?" But you're not fat. Somebody told me you was fat, but you look good. And I go, okay. So that was strange. So I go and take my shower and I come out and I hug them, and stuff. And well, when I get in to take the shower in her room, well, the shower just don't work. The cold water just won't, and I couldn't burn myself up. So I said, well, um, so the next day I took a shower in Herbal's room, but in the meantime I'm sleeping on the couch and and my sister Grace, she keeps rolling. She's got a walker that rolls and she sits on it. So she pushed her walker in there and I wake up and land on the couch and there she is sitting there staring at me with her fist all go up like this, and I'm going, what'd I do to make this woman this mad to sit there with a fist in my face? This don't make me feel comfortable at all. So I'm like, oh God, what's going on here? But now it could be she was trying to get to me for help or something. I don't know, but I didn't sleep very well. And then the next day I was kind of tired. And it was Saturday, I think. That was Saturday, y'all, Saturday. So then um, that Saturday, I was getting stressed because she was pick at me. Your hair's sticking up. Why's your hair sticking up? What's wrong with your head? Why do you keep scratching the head? And the more she picked at me, the more I wanted to scratch my head. Nervous, I guess. So I was feeling very uncomfortable. Finally, a Spanish lady come with her kids, and they just gorgeous little kids. There, all of them. There was a teenager. He's in high school. I think he just graduated high school, get ready to go to college. That's her oldest grandson, and the other two girls was her granddaughters, and then the other baby is her son's that's dead daughter, and she's raising her. She didn't speak very much English, but she understand English a little bit, and she had children there spoke very good English, so they told her what I was saying and stuff, and she thought it was funny, my stories. And I said, I need to dance. Said, oh, I love to dance. Really? You like to dance? Let's go dancing. I don't want to go by myself if I don't know nobody. And they know these people won't go with me dancing. So, yeah, I need to go dancing. So, yeah, there's a place got a live band Saturday night. I said, okay, it's right down the street here, not too far at the hall. Oh, it's in Russell Springs, 12 miles, no problem. Sure, let's go to Russell Springs and go. So we get there, and the name of the place is Jeff's Bar. But before we go there, Friday night, she came and she said, I told her I love taco salad. And she said, oh, there's a place that makes really good taco salad. So we went. She came and she treated me to taco salad. I left a tip, of course, because I ain't going to go nowhere and eat and not leave a tip. It's just, you just don't do that. I don't do that. I've been a waitress way too long to do that, so I don't do that. So I left the tip and she paid for my meal. It was really good taco salad. And when I go somewhere and I get good service, and they took us right to a private room in the back. And we just kind of like had that room to ourselves. And we sat there. It was very clean, and they kept wiping with the sanitary wipes, and she was masked and stuff. And so, when she came around people, she would mask, but she was sitting well where she wasn't masked. The lady that owned it, she was the manager, and she also, I guess, owned the place. Um, um, Manager and the cook, they said. She managed the place and she was the cook, and it was very good. So I said, my compliments to the chef, and she said, no, there she is. So I got their card. It's El Guadalajara. Well, this is the card. I can't pronounce it properly. It's a Mexican restaurant. Yes, it's a Mexican restaurant. Anyways, the phone number is 2708 So that's who's been calling me. And they're there Sunday through Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. And their taco salad is really good. Very clean restaurant, very courteous staff. And so I'm going to give a shout out. I used to do that when I was a DJ on the radio. I'm going to give a shout out to El Guadalajara. Guadalajara, I think. That's the way you pronounce it. I'm hoping that's the way you pronounce it. I'll ask my twin granddaughters when I see them. But there you go. Now, I did tell them that I will do this advertising for free the first time. After that, you got to pay. But if you pay, I do come visit. So, El Guadalajara Restaurante in Russell Springs, Kentucky. I'll be coming back there, and when I do, we'll have a jingle figured out, and then we'll decide on the price for the advertising. Yay! I got one sponsor already, my sister Yvonne Weatherholtz Taylor. So if you want to sponsor personally, it's $50. If you want to, or if you just want to donate, just donate whatever you can afford to donate. If you want to donate to keep me on the air and keep me out there making people laugh and saying good things and telling funny stories and maybe singing sometimes. So I didn't sing there though. But anyways, then I go to Saturday night. I said I need to dance. So this her name was Sophia, and her grandchildren, awesome. They were gonna clean my car, and they were only going to charge me $5. I left too soon because I saw on the news Sunday about the hijacking of the gas, and I said, nah, I got a full tank. Let me just go. So I tried to get home, and I barely made it here. And I just got gas today because when I got up here, every time I went to the gas station, it was diesel only. So yeah, I finally got gas today. Now, they did have gas. It's just that I didn't want to go out the time they had gas, and I waited until I went out. And when I go out, it was not there. But, and people were hoarding the first day and everything. It's just everywhere I stopped, it was long lines or they were closed. So I did get back home. Anyways, it was a fun trip, but we went to this club called Jeff's Bar. And I'll mention that, like I said the first time, for free. Second time, Jeff's Bar, if you want me to come back there with my red hat. Y'all gonna have to sponsor me as well. But I went there and it was a nice band. I think they were, let's see, what were they? Not Yet Explained or something like that. Can't remember what the name of the band was, but they were a pretty good band. Had me up there dancing. Anyways, as soon as I walk in, I had my red hat on. Let me just, well, my red hat. Y'all seen my red hat. So I had my red fedora hat on. And when I go, I tell her it's really crowded in there, real crowded. It used to be an auction place where they auction off cattle and stuff and antiques and stuff like that. But they closed that down after COVID, and then they turned it into Jeff's Bar and Grill. And so you can eat there, and then you can also, they have bands there Fridays and Saturdays. They have bands. So it was $5 to get in. She paid my way in, and then she bought my first ginger ale. And then I told her, I said, I'm going to go close to the dance floor and to the band, and I want to go see the band. So the band started at 9. We was like 9:05 we got there. So I'm dancing up towards the seat. And as soon as I start dancing towards the seats, and they see my red hat, I fit right in. Kentucky's red state. Good thing I had my red hat on. Anyways, I start dancing, and everybody's screaming and pointing at my hat. My hat was a big hit. I, on the other hand, might not have been. But there was this dancer there, she put me to shame. He was doing the alligator crawl, I believe it's called. It's an old country song where you crawl on the floor And, well, you do like this on the floor. And he was on the floor just sliding all over the place. And I said, I ain't getting down on the floor like that. I mean, I drop my hat on the floor, I pick it up and clean it off and put it back on my head. But I ain't getting down on the floor like that. No, that's all right. I'll pass on that one. But he was just putting me to shame dancing up there. And I was dancing around, and I got new shoes, and they're a little bit big on me. And so then when I was dancing, shoe slid right off my foot. And so here I am. I'm sliding around, and my shoe slid off my foot, and I'm like, where'd my shoe go? Oh my God, where'd it go? Did it go under that table? Oh my God, this woman's got dresses on. I can't go under that table and get my shoe. Oh my, let me dance over here and see if I can take my foot and knock it out. So this other lady saw where the shoe went, and she was a friend to the Sophia. I can't remember the other lady's name, but Sophia. And so they found my shoe for me, and I got my shoe back on, and I was sliding and gliding and moving and grooving and feeling really good. And they was wanting my hat, and this guy came over and they wanted to know if he could buy my hat, and I go, nope, nope. I should have told him I come with a hat and I'm expensive. That might be bad. Then they'd think I was actually a porn star or something, which I'm not. But Sandy Kay is. And I used to be Sandy Kay, but I'm a different Sandy Kay than that. And if I am that, I didn't know it. Just saying. And we have people look just like us, because my son, me and my daughter was watching TV one day. My son worked in D.C., and so we were watching TV, and the news channel came on, and there was somebody shot at the Pentagon, where Metro is. And we looked there, and the guy that they shot looked just like my son. And I'm, my God, Angel, is that Jimmy? She goes, it looks like him, Mama. It couldn't be Jimmy. Let me call Jimmy. And we was trying to get a hold of Jimmy. Of course, he's on his way home from work stuck. He come up and he puts his hands up like this, and he stops and he shows him his badge, but the guy they shot looked like my son. He spit an image of my son. So could be somebody out there. Must be awful good, because she's pretty popular from what I hear. I don't know. I haven't pulled her up. But somebody did looking for me. So I had to change my YouTube channel from Sandy Kay to From My Soul to Yours, and that was a gospel channel. Had to change that. I said, well, I'm gospel, but I mean, I'm gospel. I'm a traveling ministerial gospel, traveling gospel, I guess you might say it. We'll just call me the traveling gospelalo. Gospelalo. So, yeah, my hat was a hit. And so everybody wanted to buy my hat, but it got wild. Now, the guy that had all the hats that was crawling on the floor, he started taking his clothes off. I said, well, he got as far as his shirt, and he started to go for his pants, and I said, okay, this is a bit much. And then I looked back there, and this woman, she's done taking her clothes off. Well, she didn't take her shirt completely off, but she pulled it up, and she wasn't wearing no bra. And she's just showing it all. And I said to Sophia, a bit wild. Time for me to exit. And so we left. So then I go home, and then it's Saturday night. Next day is Mother's Day. And I figured, next day we'll fry and mix pickles up. It's Mother's Day, and we'll fry the mixed pickles up and have beans and cornbread or whatever for Mother's Day. But then Grace gets up Mother's Day, and she starts sending over some picture of my mom and dad that was supposed to be missing from the house down there that everybody took my stuff from and treated me like crap. And I got aggravated, because she shouldn't have been talking about that on Mother's Day, and me already aggravated over that place, and her knowing me's already aggravated over that place. And I felt so unwanted. I have never, ever in my entire life felt unwanted in my sister's house, ever, until this time. But this time I felt unwanted and unwelcome there. Not by Ervil, but by her. And I've never felt that way. Not with Grace. And she was nitpicking, what's wrong with your hair? I'm just worried about you. What I told her? I told her, you're passive-aggressive just like me. I learned that I'm passive-aggressive. I'm working on me. But you're passive-aggressive too, and you're just pick at me, and she's picking at her husband, and he's kind of real bad off his own self. She wanted him to do things, I thought. He just wanted to sit and enjoy, time, and I wanted to sit and enjoy time, and she just wanted him to work his poor little bones off out there putting up bird feeders he'd already put up once. I go, Oh my God, can't he wait until I leave? I mean, does he have to do it right now? Can't we just sit here and talk or whatever? But she was, and she just, it's, I don't know, maybe she's got Alzheimer's or something, I don't know. But you want to try some natural herbs and stuff with her. She don't want to even deal with it. So I forgot my roll-ons. I guess I'll mail it to them. I got their address. I'm going to mail it to them. I bought some little roll-ons where they can put it on those little brown spots on their, and then roll it on their feet and help their pain in their feet. If they'll do it. Now, whether they'll do it or not, it's a different story. But I enjoyed sitting there talking with Errol a while. But every time me and Errol would talk, or every time I start having a conversation with Errol, she would start picking at me, and I'm going, I don't understand this. So I got Sunday. I went to Jamestown. Ain't nothing in Jamestown, Kentucky, but I guess next Jamestown I go is Jamestown, Virginia, and I went to Jamestown. Wasn't nothing there, and I read on the news. So I figured I better get back north. So I headed back and didn't go back to Grace's. So I left my jackets down there. I told her to donate them, give some to Sonia, and she could have one, and whoever else wanted one, go ahead and take them, because I don't know when I'll get back down that way. Although Angel said she might want to go home for a meeting on top of the hill this year, it's second Sunday in August. I don't know. If she goes, I'll go to Hurley for that. Allergies. Dr. Pepper. I am addicted to Dr. Pepper. That's a freebie too, Dr. Pepper. When you gonna start paying me, Dr. Pepper? So, anyways, so I decided I'd just have to film one and let y'all know how my travels went. I didn't come up with any new songs down there. Although I did hear that little girl play them drums, and that was awesome. And I did sing. I sang in Pike County. I did my Staggering on the Edge of Insanity for the young folks, and they thought it was awesome. So, anyways, I got one more subscriber. If y'all would like to subscribe, just go ahead and subscribe. Anything new pops up, it'll notify you if you want to be notified. But if you don't want to be notified, because that'll bug the crap out of you. I don't post that often, just when I travel or when I go out and do something, or if there's a new song, or if there's something I want to rant about or something like that. Or tell stories, like crazy stories I get myself into. My hair is going all kind of crazy. It's a little curly here and curl this way and that way, and it's all got different colors, and, well, got some gray in there somewhere. And I think I might have had some blood in there somewhere. And I gotta wash it. Anyways, it's growing. I enjoyed my visits. I enjoyed my travels. So today, when I had my counseling session, hadn't gone to counseling in like 2 weeks, but I did all right. And so, after my counseling session, she said, "You look so much better. You look happier, much better after you've traveled." I said, "Yeah, I needed that, buddy, after being quarantined for a whole year. But I'm still wearing a mask. I'm fully vaccinated, but I still think I'm going to wear a mask, just for a little while longer, because everybody ain't vaccinated yet, and I don't want to take a chance. So my grandson's graduating this year, and I got him a bear for his graduation, and a card, and I don't think I'll get to go to his graduation because he didn't have enough tickets, and it's not like, this day and age you have to have tickets to go to graduations. You can't just gather the whole family, and go, because, well, some people have large families. So I only get 8 tickets, and 4 goes Caleb's dad, and his brother Adam, if he's not in the Army, and his Uncle Jake, and his grandma on the Jacobson side. And then Angel, of course, is going, and Mark. He wants Mark to go because Mark's been part of his life pretty much more than Jake. He's probably done more for Caleb than Jake, really. I mean, other than Jake does pay good child support. And Jake, of course, is going to want to be there. And he wants his friend to go. So I told him, "It's okay, sweetie. I understand. I'm just grandma. But now you Zoom it. And if you can YouTube it, we can all just watch it, on YouTube. And then I'll put it on my YouTube channel. And then my family, if they want to tune in, or anybody that's subscribed to me, they can see it. because one of my Uber riders who subscribed to me when I was driving for Uber, um, they wanted to know more about some of my family because I'm always laughing about my family and situations I get into, and so that I will post because it's public, and so I'm so proud of him. He's highly intelligent. My grandson, he's speaking, um, he's taking German, and he speaks a little bit of Japanese. He don't like Spanish and don't want to speak Spanish for some reason. I don't know why, but so I never know what he's going to be speaking, German or English or whatever he decided to pick up. he goes and listens to these languages, and he's better at it than I am. He can also do voices better than I can, and he's funny, but he's a different funny, not my kind of funny. My kind of funny is kind of clean funny, funny. In this day and ain't nobody like clean funny. Well, anyways, I'm gonna end this. Y'all have a great week. Um, Prayers and peace be unto you. And if you don't like prayers, good thoughts. Always good thoughts. Um, Try to think positive. If you can't, go hide in a corner until you can. This week my goal is to, I got a lot done today. And this week my goal is to show lots of random acts of kindness to people as often as I can. And that's my goal for this week. And to, of course, work on some stories and some songs and start writing some jokes down, because my son and daughter said I ought to start copywriting the jokes. You know, write them down and have them joke number this and this joke or whatever, and then it's a comedy act. I've never done that before. I mean, I'm funny, but I've never actually. I went to an open mic comedy, but the guy wasn't funny, and he insulted the state of Virginia, and I was highly insulted because that's my native state, and I was born there. And dad blame it, don't insult my state of Virginia. Just don't do it, because I will heckle you. Heckle? Whatever. Well, ta-da-da, toodaloo, ta-da, hasta la vega. Hasta la vega, is that hasta la vega, baby? Is that bye-bye in Spanish? I don't know. But anyways, bye-bye, toodaloo, um, hoo. Have a great week. The one and only Lady Sandy Barker, signing out.